Some days just feel heavier than others. Today was one of them, the anniversary of my dad's passing. Work had been a mess, my inbox overflowing, and I'd spilled coffee on my only clean blouse before noon. By the time the sun started to set, all I wanted was something small, sweet, and simple. Pistachio ice cream from the thrifty shop. It sounds silly, but pistachio had always been our flavor. Dad would take me for ice cream after every dance recital, and he'd always say, "Bad days melt faster with good ice cream." So I went to the little thrift creamery on Maple, hoping for a tiny bit of comfort. But the moment I stepped up to the counter, I froze. The guy in front of me had just been handed the last scoop of pistachio. The worker scraped the bin clean right before my eyes. "You've got to be kidding," I muttered under my breath, feeling the kind of disappointment that was about more than ice cream. The guy turned, holding his cone. He looked at me, really looked, and must have seen something in my face, because he hesitated. "You were going for pistachio, huh?" he asked, a small smile tugging at his lips. I nodded, trying to laugh it off. Guess I was too late. He studied the cone for a second, then held it out toward me. "You can have it," he said. I blinked, surprised. "What?" "No, I can't take your—" "Please," he interrupted gently. "You look like you need it more than I do." Before I could protest again, he turned back to the counter. "Cheesecake for me," he told the clerk. He paid for both cones before I could stop him and nodded toward a nearby table. "Sit with me?" "I promise I don't usually give my dessert away to strangers." His tone was easy, teasing. I hesitated, but something about his kindness made me want to say yes. We sat there for nearly an hour, talking between bites. His name was Adam. He told me he'd lost his mom when he was little. I told him about my dad. Somehow, the grief didn't feel so lonely anymore. He said, "It doesn't go away, but it changes shape, you know?" And I did know. When we finally stood to leave, the night didn't feel so heavy anymore. He smiled and said, "How about we meet again next weekend? I'll make sure there's pistachio this time." I smiled back, feeling lighter than I had in months. "Only if you promise to get cheesecake again." The end.